Good afternoon. So someone came up to me just a minute ago and said, "This is so cool." And it is. It is. We're here today to dedicate this building and to do a ribbon cutting. And we're thankful that you can be here with us today. The word of today is persistence. Persistence is a very good word. My name is Brian Cloyd. I'm the board chair of University Prep Association, and I want to thank you again for being here. And I use that term persistent for several reasons. One, persistence of the business leaders who had a good idea to start a building and envisioned this type of model as something that we could have in this community. Persistence with the GRPS team, who agreed that it was a good idea and convinced us that we should be part of it. And we have a guardian angel who had our back throughout the process. And we had great leadership that helped us, with the staff of GRPS. And we're thankful for their persistence and their encouragement. Persistence of the Board of Education, who wouldn't let us leave, whose leadership ensured the public-private partnership would in fact work. And I have to give a shout out to Sunita Lanier, former board president, and our current board president, Wendy Falb. Without the two of them, we wouldn't be here today. They were persistent. Persistent. Our association board of directors, whose unwavering commitment over the past 6 years has been a driving force behind the school in getting us through these tough times that we've had. And here we are today. Persistence of the honorary cabinet and the campaign cabinet, who knocked on doors, made phone calls, and even to the last hour helped us meet our goal of $9.2 million. Persistence. Thank you. Persistence with our partners, OAK, our construction firm, and Progressive Engineering, our architectural firm, who brought the vision to life. And you'll see it here today. That's the cool part. Persistence of the public officials who helped us with passing legislation that allowed us to overcome some of the obstacles that we had so that we could have a school that functioned the way the model was intended. And I haven't seen Representative Brandon Dillon, if he's here. I don't see him, he's going to be here. And we also have another public official, and I know that she's here, Lupe Ramos Montigny. Where are you, Lupe? You were right up front. Oh, there you are. Thank you. Persistence. Our UPrep family, the UPrep staff, especially Principal Daniel Williams, and Assistant Principal Kenyatta Hill, and their dedicated team, the staff, the teachers, who are here every day making sure that this model works, this school works, and we thank you for all that you've done for our kids. Probably the most persistent person is a woman by the name of Deb Kalinka, hiding in the corner. She's wearing an orange dress, which matches our colors. Deb is the glue that holds everything together. Thank you. But most importantly, are the parents and students and their persistence. The parents, for taking a leap of faith for us. And the students, who we know will be persistent in graduating, going to college, having successful careers, and giving back to this community. We appreciate you for being here. Thank you. So before I move on, I want to do a couple of things. I want to, first of all, introduce you to the folks on the dais so that you know who they are, and then we'll get into our program. To my left, Dan DeVos, who's one of the honorary co-chairs. Steve Van Andel, honorary co-chair. Kathy Hackett, who's sitting in for Jim Hackett, honorary co-chair. And I have to say that other than my wife, I've known Kathy longer than anybody else in this room for 35 years, a good friend. John Kennedy, chair of the Capital Campaign and treasurer. You all know Daniel Williams, principal. Teresa Weatherall Neal, my guardian angel. Wendy Fall, president of Board of Education. Mary Alice Williams, secretary of the Board Association. And my good friend Wayman, I've known him just short of how long I've known Kathy, for 33 years. Wayman is chair of the building committee. So if you like the building, give him thanks. If you don't like it, one point that I want to make, I have a resolution that I'd like to read, and then I'm almost done. So this resolution is from Senator David Hildebrand and Representative Brandon Dillon, and I will read it from my script as opposed to the plaque. It says, "Let it be known that we are honored to recognize and congratulate Grand Rapids University Preparatory Academy, UPrep, as it celebrates the dedication of its new state-of-the-art facility. We join with the Grand Rapids community and all of West Michigan to honor the commitment to education that Grand Rapids University Preparatory Academy provides to our city and region. Grand Rapids Preparatory Academy was founded in 2008 as a member of the Grand Rapids Public School System. Committed to the success of every child, UPrep views school as a family that works together towards a common goal of allowing every child to achieve their dream of attending college. Through rigorous college preparatory curriculum, unique school design, and support of parents and community, the children attending this institution are equipped with the skills necessary to achieve their dreams. Grand Rapids area is fortunate to have an educational institution like Grand Rapids University Preparatory Academy that is committed to our future and our students' success. This commitment to excellence will surely serve the community well and demonstrate to the entire state the continued groundbreaking, innovative approaches to education that are underway in West Michigan. In special tribute, therefore, this document is signed and dedicated to commemorate the dedication of Grand Rapids University Preparatory Academy. May the faculty, staff, and students know that our sincere admiration and warmest wishes for future success. Signed, Senator David Hildebrand and Representative Brandon Dillon. Thank you. So what I'd like to do now, we have a few people that want to make some comments, and we'll start off with Superintendent Neal and President Wendy Fall.
Good afternoon. I will be extremely brief. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand here today before you to celebrate such a beautiful day that in the Grand Rapids Public Schools, we have a school that will open in the fall from the private sector as well as public. It's amazing. You know, and it is not by accident. I grew up not far from my dad's business was right here. So it's just amazing that here, 40 years later, I would stand here to say thank you to this community for all that you are doing for Grand Rapids Public School children. You know, we are truly changing lives, and I can't thank you enough on behalf of the 17,000 students that we have in the district. We are really excited for the school to open in the fall and really looking to fill up every single classroom, to have a waiting list so that so many children can experience this wonderful opportunity. Again, thank you for coming out. Thank you for your support for the district, for all that you are doing for our students in Grand Rapids Public Schools. This is a game changer, you guys. Education is the answer. And we can do it in the Grand Rapids Public Schools with members of this community to help us make a difference in the lives of children. Thank you.
I too will be brief. I really just want to echo what Teresa and Brian have said already. But first I want to acknowledge board member Sunita Lanier. I want to acknowledge her and also former board member Jane Geetson and Dr. Tony Baker, who the four of us really hung tough with, I remember a fateful day with Brian Cloyd and John Kennedy and Mary Alice, where we really came together in a conversation and said the partnership will be better than if we step away. And part of that is because the vision that's here, the energy that's here, has the possibility of impacting more children than just at UPrep if they are part of the Grand Rapids Public Schools, and I believe that to be true. I'm grateful for it, and I'm very excited about what this is bringing to our district.
Thank you. John Kennedy.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. I get the honor of thanking some of the donors for the activity. And, you know, if we look around the room, we were here actually almost 1 year ago. It's 1 year and a day. It was June 13th, where we were putting a shovel in the ground and kind of doing the groundbreaking. And I think it looks a little different. Certainly the mud has become asphalt. The beams have now become a building. And today we have the honor and privilege to take this building and turn it into a home. A home where our UPrep students can learn, grow, and reach their full potential. And we have all of you to thank for that. Our supporters certainly have been very vocal, and our donors incredibly generous to raise the $9.2 million that we raised for this school. I want to take a moment and acknowledge some of our lead donors who made all of this possible. First, Steve and the Sidney Van Andel Foundation. Steve. Dan and Pamela DeVos Foundation. And Steelcase. We also received critical support from other area foundations and families, which we wish to acknowledge and thank as well. Steelcase Foundation, Fry Foundation, Doug and Maria DeVos Foundation, the Wegge Foundation, Mike and Sue Jannernoa, Dick and Betsy DeVos, Peter and Pat Cook Foundation, Dave and Carol Van Andel Foundation, the Meyer Foundation, Emmy Davenport Foundation, and the Grand Rapids Community Foundation. In addition, there are 50 other donors that have contributed to this campaign, and we certainly could not have accomplished this effort without every single one of those very generous folks. So as you enter the school, I ask you to take a look around. We have a comprehensive donor sign which lists all of the contributors, people and businesses that contributed to this very nice school that we have today. Without them, we'd, I guess, still be standing in a pile of dirt. So thank you again to all of the donors for their generosity, leadership, and love for the children of Grand Rapids UPrep and the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Thank you.
Thank you, John. John forgot one more lead donor, and that's the John and Nancy Kennedy Foundation. So thank you. Next, I'd like to invite Steve Van Andel to the podium to make some remarks. Steve?
I may have to pick up the mic here. Well, I certainly would like to thank everyone on stage as well, with particularly Teresa and all you've done, and Daniel with all you've done. It's nothing short of fantastic the way it's come, but there's one person also that hasn't been thanked that I think deserves a lot of thanks, because he's been part of this project for many, many years, and if it wasn't for him, things would not have kept going. So Brian, Cloyd, we thank you all for your efforts. But it's truly an honor and a pleasure for me to be here with all of you today, with the families and the students. I mean, that's what we're here about, all the students. And what a fantastic facility for all of them. Do you agree? Yes. I know my wife Cindy would have been incredibly proud to see this and to see the dedication for this. I know the project was very important to her, and she had a passion for kids and for education. And I know she believed in this, and I think she's watching from somewhere above to see the ribbon cutting for today. So on behalf of her, I'd like to say thank you for everyone here, and thank you to UPrep Academy for finishing the building. I think we believe, as many of you do as well, that the school is going to help many kids realize their dreams, and it's going to create opportunities that maybe weren't possible before. So I know the community is going to continue to support the students and the school as it goes into the future. It's going to help them cross the graduation stage, and it will enrich their future and the future of many other kids as they graduate from here as well. So together there's a lot, I think, that we can be thankful for, but there's also much more we can do as we go into the future. So thanks again, everybody, and congratulations on the new UPrep building and facility, and congratulations on this fall having a full classroom set. So thank you.
Thanks again, Steve. So we're ready to do the ribbon cutting. And I have a few housekeeping notes that I want to make before we actually do that. After this, so this really is a cool space, so we want you to stay and tour the building. Now, you're free to go anywhere in the building, but we do have students in geographic locations that will help you to understand some of the spaces. And I think that you'll be amazed at what you'll see here in terms of the capabilities in the building. We also have in the back a photo booth. And we want to capture, this day as much as possible. So, get a chance, go in the back and get a picture taken. We're building an archive, and we want to have as much as possible as we can. We also have in the back by the kitchen a commemorative table, so you can leave a note or a message to the school, the staff, or the students. So please feel free to do that. We also have fresh cookies. And the cookies are homemade, and they're made by the school district, and we have a kitchen that we can make cookies, so we're going to have lots of cookies. The other thing is that this is still a construction site, so we're still under construction. There's nothing that's going to hurt you, but you'll see some spaces where there are some blanks, so please excuse that. when we open in September. You're all welcome to come back to see it anytime. We really like having people, from outside the school in the school. It's good for the students, it's good for the staff. So as I always say, the first time you're a guest, the second time you're family. So please come back. And I think that's it. Now we have Vanna with the ribbon. And we'll have the ribbon cutters to line up to do the honors. We also want to thank the students that are here that are helping with the ribbon cutting and the tours. Thank you very much. No. Tell us what to do, Brian. Why don't you go to the middle?